Tom was 20 years old when he met Rachel. The young man was working as a cleaner in her father's office, and it was the first job in his life. Tom fell in love with the girl. He could not stop looking at her, and he always tried to start a conversation with her. The girl did not pay any attention to him, and one day he decided to tell her about his feelings and say how he loved her. He was very honest and sincere with the girl, but she mocked him and rejected him. Her words were rude. "I spent in a day as much as you earn in a month. How could you think that I would date someone like you? I can never love you. Leave me alone and look for someone like you and get out of my father's company." The girl said this so loudly that everyone could hear her humiliating him. The guy's dreams were broken into many pieces. His heart almost stopped beating. He ran out of the office in tears, and no one ever saw him there again. 10 years later, they met by chance in a shopping mall, each of them walking down the hall when they unexpectedly met face to face. Both were extremely surprised. The girl recognized the guy at once. "Hello, how are you? You know I'm married to a very smart man, and he receives $15,000 a month. Have you ever received at least a tenth of that?" These words insulted him in his heart because they were from the woman he loved so much, and he said nothing. Then the woman's husband came close to her. He recognized the man she was talking to and politely greeted him. "Good evening. I see that you've already met my wife. I'm Carter. It is very nice to meet you." "Hello, Carter. I am very glad to see you again," Tom replied, trying to stay calm, as if nothing had happened. Then Carter turned to his wife and said, "Honey, let me introduce you to my boss. He's the manager of the project I work on." The woman was so surprised that she could not find words to say. Tom smiled and said, "Well, I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have important things to do. It was nice to see you." He left. The couple watched him for a while, trying to cope with her shock. The woman asked her husband, "That was your boss?" "Yes, honey, that was my boss, and he's a very good and modest man. But life was cruel enough to him, they say, that he was in love with a girl who rejected him and humiliated him because of his poverty in full view of others. So he began to work hard, and being very smart, he soon achieved great success. Now he gets millions of dollars a year, but he lives alone. It seems that the girl who rejected him made him disappointed in love. Imagine what this woman would have been like if she hadn't refused him." The man finished the story. When the woman was left alone, she could not hold back her tears after the lesson she received. The hero of our story achieved success by his own efforts to imagine what he would be able to achieve if the woman he loved so much would be with him and supported him in difficult situations.